In 1973, Burt Reynolds took on the role of Robert Gator McCleskey in White Lightning, a film shaped by William Norton's screenplay and Joseph Sargent's direction. Alongside Reynolds, the cast featured Jennifer Billingsley, Ned Beatty, Bo Hopkins, R.G. Armstrong, and Diane Ladd, who each brought depth to the story. During one intense stunt sequence, a dangerous mishap put a stuntman's life at risk. Without hesitation, Reynolds sprang into action, showcasing quick thinking and bravery that went beyond his on-screen character. His immediate response helped prevent serious injury, turning a potential tragedy into a testament to his courage and presence of mind on set. This moment highlighted the risks involved in filmmaking and the real heroism sometimes required behind the scenes. Gator McCleskey stands out as a true hero of the South in this film, embodying a complex character who navigates a world filled with danger and moral challenges. The story unfolds with a tone that is unexpectedly dark and thoughtful, providing a stage for Burt Reynolds to showcase a depth of acting that goes beyond typical action roles. The opening scene immediately sets a grim atmosphere, showing Sheriff J.C. Connors, portrayed by Ned Beatty, in a chilling moment where he tows a boat carrying two young men into the swamp, and then sinks it using a shotgun. This act hints at the harsh realities and the tough, sometimes brutal, environment that the characters inhabit. The film's narrative explores themes of loyalty, justice, and survival, with Gator McCleskey caught in the middle of conflicts that test his courage and resolve. Through its careful storytelling and strong performances, it reveals a Southern world that is both vivid and unsettling, drawing the viewer into a gripping tale where the lines between right and wrong are often blurred. The atmosphere created by the opening scene lingers throughout, reminding the audience of the stakes involved and the dangerous forces at play. Sheriff J.C. Connors in the 1973 film White Lightning draws inspiration from Marlon Hawkins, a real sheriff who served in Conway County, Arkansas, for nearly 4 decades. Hawkins was known not only for his long tenure, but also for his significant political influence in the region. This real-life connection grounds the character of Connors, who wields power in a way that affects the local community deeply. Meanwhile, Gator McCleskey, the film's protagonist, is a man caught in the web of moonshine running, serving time for his illegal activities. When Gator learns about the death of his brother, he is driven by a personal mission to uncover the truth behind it. He decides to cooperate with the federal government, offering his help to bring down Sheriff Connors, who is suspected of tax evasion. This alliance sets the stage for a tense struggle between Gator's quest for justice and the corrupt authority represented by Connors. The story captures the clash between law enforcement's darker side and a man seeking redemption through exposing criminal actions hidden beneath the sheriff's badge. The movie portrays a southern town gripped by corruption and poverty, creating a tense and gritty atmosphere that sets the stage for the story. Burt Reynolds delivers a captivating performance as Gator, a character caught in the middle of this troubled community. The film is notable for its thrilling car stunts, which add excitement and energy to the narrative, showcasing skillful driving and daring escapes. Amid the chaos, Gator's relationship with Lou, played by Jennifer Billingsley, stands out. Lou is depicted as a grounded and genuine woman, contrasting with the harshness of the town and the corrupt figures who dominate it. Their affair introduces a personal and emotional layer to the story, highlighting themes of loyalty and resilience. The dynamics between Gator, Lou, and Roy Boone, Lou's original boyfriend, deepen the tension and drama, making the portrayal of the southern town feel authentic and lived in. The combination of intense action and nuanced relationships paints a vivid picture of life in this struggling community, where personal connections offer a glimmer of hope amid widespread hardship. Throughout the film, Gator struggles deeply with his role as a government informant, which makes him despised by many around him. Despite this, his main drive is to bring down the corrupt sheriff responsible for his brother's death. This conflict creates a strong sense of tension that runs continuously, making the story gripping and emotionally charged. At the same time, the production of the movie was backed by the Levy Gardner Lavin Company, which had secured a significant 7-picture deal with United Artists in 1971. This agreement helped set the stage for the film's creation and distribution. Burt Reynolds was brought on board in February 1972, adding star power to the project and helping to shape the film's identity. The combination of the intense personal conflict at the heart of the story and the solid production foundation contributed to the movie's lasting impact. Burt Reynolds focused the film specifically on the Southern audience, believing strongly that the movie would make back its costs just from southern cities alone. He had a clear sense of where the film would resonate most, and tailored his approach accordingly. Reynolds also expressed high praise for Joe Sargent's direction, highlighting the director's skill in working with the actors and managing the overall production. Sargent's ability to bring out strong performances and maintain a smooth flow throughout the film was something Reynolds valued deeply. This partnership helped shape the movie's tone and authenticity, making it feel genuine to the southern setting and culture it portrayed. The careful attention to regional details and the actor-director collaboration contributed significantly to the film's character and appeal. Ned Beatty took on a role in the film that many actors wanted, and he made the villain unforgettable with a powerful performance that stood out. At first, the movie was supposed to be directed by Steven Spielberg, but he left the project to work on another film called Sugarland Express. This change in direction did not stop the movie from coming to life. The filming took place in Benton, Arkansas, and around Little Rock, Arkansas, which gave the movie an authentic southern feel. The locations added a real sense of place that helped bring the story to life, making the setting almost like another character in the film. The combination of Beatty's strong acting and the genuine atmosphere created by the Arkansas locations made the movie memorable for its time, and helped it connect with audiences who appreciated the grit and realism. The shift in directors might have changed the style, but the film still captured the energy and tension that the story required, with the natural surroundings playing a big role in shaping the mood. Hal Needham, a skilled stunt coordinator known for his work on several Burt Reynolds films, played a crucial role in managing the stunts for the 1973 movie White Lightning. His expertise helped shape the thrilling action sequences that became a hallmark of the film. The close professional relationship between Needham and Reynolds was so influential that it inspired characters in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Filming for White Lightning began on July 15, 1972, marking a significant moment in cinema as it successfully blended comedy with action, paving the way for future films to explore this mix. This combination of humor and high-energy stunts created a unique viewing experience that stood out at the time, showcasing the talents of both the actors and the stunt team under Needham's direction. The collaboration between Reynolds and Needham not only elevated the film's excitement, but also left a lasting impact on the genre. In the 1973 movie White Lightning, a noteworthy detail involves the early career of Laura Dern. At just 6 years old, she made her film debut in a small, uncredited role where she played the daughter of her real-life mother, Diane Ladd. This connection between mother and daughter on screen adds an interesting layer to the film's background. Additionally, there was a credit error involving Diane Ladd's name. Instead of being spelled correctly with 2 Ds, her last name appeared in the credits with only 1 D. This mistake is a rare but memorable detail about the film's production and credits, highlighting how small errors can slip into even professional projects. This early appearance marked the beginning of Laura Dern's long career in acting, starting quietly but connected closely to her family's involvement in the industry. Gator's car in the 1973 movie White Lightning was a powerful 1971 Ford LTD Galaxie 500, equipped with a 429 engine and a 4-speed transmission, specially modified for speed to handle the intense chase scenes. During one of these high-speed sequences, a stunt went wrong when the car landed improperly, causing injury to stuntman Hal Needham. In a moment of quick action and bravery, Burt Reynolds, the film's star, dove into the water to rescue Needham, pulling him to safety. This incident highlights not only the danger involved in filming such thrilling scenes, but also the camaraderie and quick thinking on set that helped prevent a worse outcome. The car itself, with its robust engine and transmission, was central to the film's excitement and authenticity, embodying the raw power and intensity that defined the chase scenes. The stunt accident and Reynolds' heroic response have become a memorable part of the film's legacy, illustrating the risks behind the action and the human stories intertwined with the making of White Lightning. Critics had mixed feelings about the 1973 movie White Lightning. While some reviewers were not impressed, with the New York Times offering a sharp critique of the film's overall quality and storytelling, others found much to appreciate, especially in Burt Reynolds' performance. Reynolds brought energy and charisma to his role, which many felt lifted the movie beyond its flaws. His portrayal of the lead character was seen as a strong point, capturing attention and adding depth to the otherwise straightforward plot. This division among critics showed how the film could be seen in very different lights. depending on what aspects were valued most. The contrast between harsh criticism and praise for Reynolds' acting highlights the varied responses the film received at the time. White Lightning, a 1973 film starring Burt Reynolds, offers a fascinating window into the American South of the 1970s, both as a piece of entertainment and as a cultural artifact. The movie's production and setting contribute significantly to its authenticity, which resonates differently with viewers depending on their familiarity with the region and era. One compelling aspect of White Lightning is its genuine connection to its filming locations. Partly shot at the Tucker Penitentiary in Tucker, Arkansas, the film incorporates real elements of the prison environment, including correctional officers who appeared as extras. This choice grounds the movie in a tangible reality, with recognizable landmarks such as the barracks and guard towers still standing today, lending an atmospheric depth that enriches the viewing experience. For those with a personal link to these locations, this authenticity enhances the film's appeal, making it more than just a standard action movie, but a slice of Southern life captured on film. Burt Reynolds' portrayal further cements his status as a Southern icon, embodying the rugged charm and rebellious spirit associated with the region. From a broader perspective, White Lightning reflects Hollywood's interpretation of the South during the 1970s. The film touches on social dynamics, such as the divide between good old boys and outsiders like hippies, the presence of a corrupt sheriff, and the complex racial interactions of the time, which were portrayed with a degree of separation yet respect. While not aiming for high artistic accolades, the film capitalized effectively on Reynolds' popularity, delivering the kind of car chases and Southern grit that appealed to its audience. This approach makes the movie enjoyable for those seeking action and cultural flavor, though it might not satisfy viewers looking for a nuanced or groundbreaking cinematic experience. The casting choices also contribute to the film's texture. Local residents were involved as extras, enhancing the realism, and actors like Ned Beatty took deliberate steps to fit their roles authentically, such as modifying their appearance to match Southern stereotypes. For Beatty, the film was a pivotal career moment, allowing him to break away from typecasting after his role in Deliverance. Additionally, the presence of Diane Ladd and her daughter Laura Dern adds an interesting layer of Hollywood lineage to the production. In summary, White Lightning stands as a product of its time, blending genuine Southern settings and cultural elements with the entertainment demands of 1970s Hollywood. It offers viewers a dual experience: an action-packed narrative anchored by Burt Reynolds' star power, and a somewhat stylized but recognizable portrayal of Southern life. Whether appreciated for its historical snapshot or its thrilling sequences, the film maintains a distinctive place in the landscape of American cinema. As we wrap up the high-speed action of White Lightning, there's more to uncover beneath the surface. In this bonus segment, we dig into the lives of the cast beyond the camera. Find out what happened to the legendary actors after they left the small town of these gritty characters. Some went on to star in more blockbuster hits, while others stepped away from the spotlight, chasing new paths and facing unexpected twists off-screen. We reveal surprising transitions, long-lost projects, and the secrets behind their careers' rise and fall. The stories are as compelling as the film itself, filled with unexpected turns and resilience. This in-depth look offers a rare glimpse into their personal journeys, giving fans a fresh perspective on the stars who made this movie unforgettable. Stay tuned, because what happened next may surprise you more than the action on screen. The past is never really gone. It's waiting just beyond the finish line, ready to be unveiled. Laura Dern's portrayal of Sharon Ann in the 1973 film White Lightning marked an early point in a career that would later rise to significant acclaim. In this role, Dern captured a subtle blend of resilience and vulnerability, setting the stage for her nuanced acting style. After White Lightning, Dern's career evolved with a mix of independent films and major Hollywood productions, earning her critical praise and awards. Beyond her work, her life has been marked by both personal trials and public scrutiny. She faced the pressures of growing up in a famous acting family, which brought challenges in maintaining her own identity. Throughout the years, Dern has been open about her struggles with mental health and the difficulties of balancing fame with personal well-being. A notable incident in her life includes her vocal advocacy for social issues, which sometimes polarize public opinion. As of the latest updates, Laura Dern continues to work steadily in film and television, maintaining a reputation for selecting complex roles that reflect her depth as an artist. Her ongoing commitment to her craft and personal growth remains a central theme in her life story. Ned Beatty's portrayal of Sheriff J.C. Connors in White Lightning stands out for its raw intensity and unyielding presence. Beatty brought a layered complexity to Connors, a figure embodying both authority and menace, his performance marked by a quiet menace that underscored the film's gritty tone. After White Lightning, Beatty's career spanned decades, with roles ranging from powerful supporting characters in films like Network and Deliverance to appearances in television and theater. Despite his success, Beatty's life was not without hardship. He faced personal struggles, including battles with health issues and the emotional toll of navigating Hollywood's darker side. There were no public scandals, but his reserved nature shielded much of his private life from the spotlight. In later years, he remained a respected figure in acting circles, known for his dedication to craft rather than celebrity. The last known information about Beatty reveals a man who quietly stepped away from the limelight, leaving behind a legacy defined by depth and resilience. Burt Reynolds' role as Gator McCluskey in White Lightning marked a turning point in his career, embodying a tough, rebellious Southern hero with a raw edge that resonated with audiences. Gator was no polished lawman. He was a man shaped by a rough life, balancing grit with a sense of justice. This character helped cement Reynolds' image as a leading man who could carry a film with charisma and a hint of danger. After White Lightning, Reynolds' life and career took a turbulent path. He reached the peak of fame in the late 1970s and early 1980s with hits like Smokey and The Bandit, but his personal life was marred by public struggles. He faced a series of scandals, including a highly publicized breakup with actress Sally Field, and a 1988 car accident that left him with serious injuries, impacting his career momentum. Financial troubles plagued him in later years, culminating in a bankruptcy filing in 1996. Despite setbacks, Reynolds continued working, earning critical praise for roles in Boogie Nights and other films. His later years were quieter, but shadowed by health issues. He suffered a stroke in 2010 and was hospitalized again in 2018 for heart surgery. The last known reports indicate he lived a low-profile life, focusing on family and occasional acting projects. Burt Reynolds remains a complex figure, an icon of American cinema whose life mirrored the highs and lows of his rugged on-screen persona. Buddy Joe Hooker's portrayal of a highway patrol officer in the 1973 film White Lightning brought a gritty realism to a role often overshadowed by the film's lead. His character embodied the tough, relentless law enforcement figure, navigating the murky world of moonshine running and corruption with a steely gaze and unyielding determination. This role, though not the centerpiece, showcased Hooker's ability to bring depth and authenticity to supporting parts. After the film, Hooker's career took a sharp turn away from acting towards stunt work and directing, where he gained a reputation for fearlessness and precision. His personal life, however, was marked by turbulence. He faced serious injuries on set, including a near-fatal crash during a stunt, which cast a shadow over his professional achievements. Rumors of struggles with addiction and strained relationships circulated, adding a layer of mystery to his off-screen persona. Despite these hardships, Hooker remained respected in Hollywood circles for his contributions behind the scenes. The last known reports suggest he retired quietly, living away from the spotlight with little public presence, leaving much of his later life shrouded in silence and unanswered questions. Dabbs Greer's portrayal of P.A. McCluskey in the 1973 film White Lightning stands out as a quietly powerful performance, embodying the worn, stubborn spirit of rural America. His character, a father figure marked by resilience and a hardened outlook, added depth to the film's gritty atmosphere without overshadowing the main narrative. Greer's nuanced delivery brought a subtle gravity to P.A. McCluskey, making the role memorable despite limited screen time. After White Lightning, Greer continued a steady career mostly in television, often cast as clerics or kindly older men, roles that contrasted with the darker edge he brought to Pa McCluskey. Off-screen, Greer's life was marked by a quiet professionalism, though he faced the common struggles of aging actors in Hollywood, typecasting, and fewer opportunities. There are no public records of scandals or personal hardships widely known, which adds an enigmatic calm to his legacy. His last credited work was in the late 1990s, after which he faded from the public eye, living a private life until his death in 2007. No further information about his personal life or final years has emerged, leaving a respectful silence around the man who quietly shaped many character roles. Diane Ladd's portrayal of Maggie in the 1973 film White Lightning stands out for its subtle intensity and grounded realism. She brought a quiet strength to the role, embodying a woman caught in the crossfire of crime and loyalty, adding emotional depth to the film's gritty narrative. After White Lightning, Diane's career flourished with notable performances in films like Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, for which she earned an Academy Award nomination. Her life off-screen, however, was marked by challenges and shadows. She faced personal hardships, including a difficult relationship with her daughter Laura Dern, which was strained for years before they reconciled. Diane also endured struggles with addiction, a battle she has spoken about with candor. Rumors and tabloid stories occasionally clouded her public image, but she maintained a focus on her craft. In recent years, Diane has kept a lower profile, dedicating time to family and occasional acting roles, staying connected to the industry without the spotlight's glare. Her story remains one of resilience amid complexity, a testament to a life lived with both brilliance and struggle. R.G. Armstrong's portrayal of Big Bear in the 1973 film White Lightning stands as a grim, powerful presence. His character, a tough and unyielding figure, added a layer of menace and complexity to the movie's southern crime landscape. Armstrong's deep, gravelly voice and intense gaze made Big Bear unforgettable, embodying the raw, brutal energy of the film's darker themes. After White Lightning, Armstrong continued to work steadily, but remained a somewhat enigmatic figure. Despite his steady career in film and television, he faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism and the loneliness that often shadows those in the acting profession. He rarely spoke publicly about these issues, adding to his mysterious aura. Armstrong's career spanned decades, with memorable roles in westerns and dramas, but he never achieved widespread fame, remaining a respected character actor rather than a star. In his later years, he lived quietly, away from the spotlight. The last known reports indicate he passed away in 2012, leaving behind a legacy of intense performances marked by a life that was as shadowed and complex as the characters he portrayed. Bo Hopkins delivered a gritty, commanding presence as Roy Boone in the 1973 film White Lightning, embodying a tough, unyielding character driven by a desire for justice and revenge. His role was pivotal in portraying the dangerous world of small-town corruption and crime, adding a layer of raw intensity to the narrative. After the film's release, Hopkins's career expanded into a variety of gritty, memorable performances, yet he notably struggled with personal demons throughout his life. His career was marred by episodes of substance abuse, which affected his acting opportunities and personal stability. Hopkins faced scandals, including arrests related to drug possession and public altercations, revealing a tumultuous life behind his on-screen persona. Personal hardships often overshadowed his talent, and he faced financial instability, battling the lingering effects of addiction and mental health issues. His later years were marked by periods of seclusion and decline with little public information available. The last known reports place Hopkins in relative obscurity, living quietly away from the spotlight, fighting personal battles that publicly went largely unspoken. His life remains a portrait of a talented actor haunted by ghosts of his past, with his final chapter shrouded in mystery. As we close our look at White Lightning, it's clear how this film left its mark on audiences and the careers of those involved. The story of Burt Reynolds' daring chase through rural Georgia captured the spirit of rebellion and resilience, making it a favorite for many who grew up watching it. For some, these scenes and characters evoke memories of childhood adventures, or perhaps a fascination with classic car chases. Did you see this film when you were young? Do you still remember the thrill of Burt Reynolds racing through the countryside or the challenges he faced along the way? We'd love to hear your stories, how this movie touched your life or sparked your love for action films. Share your memories in the comments below, and let's keep the nostalgia alive. Sometimes, these movies remind us of simpler times, of stories that shaped our childhoods, and inspired us in ways we may not even realize. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the